Have you ever wanted to display custom product badges like new arrival, bestseller, limited stock, or exclusive on your Shopify store without installing another app or using Metafields? If your answer is yes, then you're in the right place. In today's video, I am going to show you how to build a complete product badge system using nothing but Shopify's native product tags and Liquid. This solution is lightweight, easy to manage, and works perfectly on both the collection page and the product page. It also supports multiple badges for a single product, making it flexible enough for almost any Shopify store. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a reusable badge component that merchants can manage simply by adding or removing product tags without touching the code again. So let's jump right into it. By default, Shopify doesn't provide a built-in way to display custom badges based on product tags. Most developers solve this by installing apps, creating metafields, or building complex meta-object structures. While those approaches certainly have their place, they can also introduce unnecessary complexity for something as simple as displaying a badge. In many stores, product tags are already being used to organize products. So instead of introducing another layer of data, why not use the information that already exists? That's exactly what we're going to build today. Our badge system will automatically detect product tags and display the corresponding badge on the storefront. It's simple, clean, and very easy for merchants to manage. Let's head over to the Shopify Admin. From there, navigate to Online Store, then Themes. On your active theme, click the three dots and select Edit Code. This opens the Shopify code editor where we'll build our badge system. Keeping our work organized is extremely important, especially when working on production themes. Instead of placing everything directly inside a template, we'll create a reusable snippet. This approach keeps our theme cleaner, easier to maintain, and much easier to extend in the future. Inside the snippets folder, create a brand new snippet. This snippet will become the central component of our badge system. Whenever we want badges to appear anywhere in the storefront, we'll simply render this snippet instead of duplicating code. Building reusable components is one of the best practices in Shopify Theme Development. It reduces duplicate code, improves maintainability, and makes future updates much easier. Let's start by creating the HTML structure for our badge. At the moment, we're only building the visual structure. We'll add the Liquid logic shortly. Keeping the HTML separate from the logic makes the code much easier to understand and maintain. Our badge container will hold one or multiple badge elements depending on the product tags. Later, the Liquid code will dynamically insert the correct badge inside this container. Now that the basic badge component exists, let's render it inside the collection card. This is where the reusable snippet becomes extremely useful. Instead of copying the same code into multiple files, we simply render the snippet wherever it's needed. This keeps our implementation clean and consistent across the entire storefront. If we ever need to update the badge system later, we only need to modify a single file. Now let's make the badges look professional. A good badge should immediately catch the customer's attention without covering too much of the product image. Here I'm adding some spacing, padding, border radius, typography, colors, and positioning. These styles are completely customizable. You can change the background color, font size, border, shadows, or even add icons depending on your brand identity. Separating the styling from the Liquid logic makes future customization much easier. Now comes the interesting part. We are going to make the badges dynamic. Instead of manually writing badge names for every product, we'll let Shopify generate them automatically. The first step is accessing all of the product tags. Every Shopify product contains a tags array. We'll loop through every tag assigned to the current product. During each iteration, we'll compare the current tag with the badge names we want to support. If a match is found, we'll output the corresponding badge. This entire process happens automatically every time the page loads. Next, we'll define our badge conditions. For every product tag, we're checking whether it matches one of our predefined badge names. For example, if the product contains the tag New Arrival, we'll display the New Arrival badge. If the product contains the tag Best Seller, we'll display the Best Seller badge. You can continue adding as many badge conditions as you need. Adding a new badge usually requires only one additional condition. This makes the badge system very easy to scale as your store grows. Now let's switch back to Shopify Admin. Open one of your products, scrub them down to the tags section. Here, simply add the badge names that you've configured in your Liquid code. Solve the product. That's it. No coding, no apps, no Metafields. Merchants can now manage badges entirely from the Shopify product editor. Removing a badge is just as simple. Delete the product tag, save the product, and the badge disappears automatically. This creates a much better experience for store owners. Let's head back to the storefront. Refresh the page. Immediately, you can see our badge appearing on the product card. This confirms that our snippet is rendering correctly and our Liquid conditions are working exactly as expected. Whenever you're building Shopify features, always test after every major change. It makes debugging much easier if something doesn't behave as expected. One of the biggest advantages of this solution is that it supports multiple badges automatically. Instead of limiting products to a single badge, we simply loop through every matching tag. If a product contains multiple badge tags, every matching badge will appear. For example, a product could display New Arrival, Best Seller, and Limited Stock at the same time. The merchant doesn't need to do anything special. Simply assign multiple tags. Our Liquid code handles everything automatically. Our badge system will be built as a reusable snippet. The snippet will check every product tag. Whenever a tag matches one of our predefined badge names, it will generate the badge automatically. So far, our badge system works perfectly on the collection page. Now let's bring the same functionality to the product page. The good news is that we don't need to duplicate any logic. We'll simply render the same snippet inside the product template. That's the power of reusable components. One snippet, one source of truth, consistent behavior throughout the entire storefront. Whenever we update the badge system later, every page benefits automatically. Let's perform one final test. I'll refresh both the collection page and the product page. Now you can see that the badges are appearing correctly in both locations. Multiple badges display exactly as expected. Everything is generated dynamically using Shopify product tags. If you're passionate about Shopify development, theme customization, Liquid programming, and building production-ready e-commerce solutions, make sure to subscribe to EcomDevX and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. If you have any questions or suggestions for future tutorials, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas and help you solve real Shopify development challenges. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.